Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really jumping into some ancient origins, some truly foundational stories.
Absolutely.
We've got this single text, but it's incredibly powerful. It covers a huge moment in human history and the start of a really key family line.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today is basically to unpack how we ended up with so many languages and also trace this specific family, see where it leads.
Yeah. And it's not just about what happened, but what these events mean, the shifts they represent. We'll be guiding you through the very precise details in the text.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The text sets this amazing scene. It says, the whole world had one language and a common speech. Just one.
Hard to imagine, really.
Right. And it says, people moved eastward, found this plain in Shinar, and, well, they settled down there, a sort of coming together.
And once they were settled, they came up with this huge plan, not just, huts or something simple.
No, definitely not.
They said, come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly. Using baked brick, and tar. Not just stone they found lying around.
That feels deliberate, doesn't it? Like an innovation.
Exactly. It signals this human drive to build something lasting, something they engineered, and the goal. A city, and get this, a tower that reaches to the heavens.
Reaches to the heavens, and they state their reasons so clearly. It's so that we may make a name for ourselves, otherwise we'll be scattered over the face of the whole earth.
Right there. It's about identity, fame, maybe, but definitely about staying together, avoiding that dispersion.
A powerful motivation, unity, but maybe unity focused inward on themselves.
Well, and that's when the divine perspective enters the picture. It says the Lord came down to see the city and the tower. And the concern isn't the building itself so much as the potential. The text quotes the thought. If, as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this,
Right.
then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. It's a fascinating point about, the power of unified humanity and maybe its limits.
So the potential for anything was the issue, not just the tower. What happened next?
Precisely. The power, the unchecked ambition, the intervention was, direct. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other.
Wow. Just pull the plug on communication.
And the effect was immediate. The Lord scattered them from there over all the earth.
So the very thing they feared.
The very thing. And, crucially, they stopped building the city. Couldn't coordinate anymore.
And that's where the name comes from, right? Babel.
Exactly. Called Babel.
Huh.
Because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. And it reiterates the scattering, a cause and effect.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about language, collaboration, ambition, what this story says about us.
It really does. And from that moment of, global confusion and scattering, the text does something interesting. It zooms right in.
Like going from a wide shot to a close-up.
Precisely. It shifts focus dramatically to one specific family history. It says this is the account of Shem's family line, a clear transition.
Right, and then it lays out this detailed genealogy, starting with Shem. It says he was 100 when he fathered Arphaxad, and that was 2 years after the flood, and then lived another 500 years. These lifespans are just incredible.
They are striking, and the pattern continues.
Yeah, Arphaxad is 35, father Shelah lives another 403 years. Shelah is 30, father's Eber lives 403 more.
Keep going, it's quite the list.
Eber, 34, father's Peleg, lives 430 years. Peleg, 30, father's Ru, lives 209 years. Ru, 32, father's Serug, lives 207. Serug, 30, father's Nahor, lives 200. Nahor, 29, father's Terah, lives 119.
And then Terah.
Right. Terah, at 70, becomes the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And throughout this list, that phrase keeps popping up, and had other sons and daughters.
It's important. It shows this isn't just a single thread, but a growing branching family tree, even though it's tracing one primary line.
So it's not just a list, it's showing continuity, connecting the dots after the flood in Babel.
Exactly. It's meticulously tracking this specific lineage. It provides this historical anchor, if you will, setting the stage for the narratives that are about to unfold around Abram.
Okay, so from the broad sweep of Shem's line, the focus narrows again. This is the account of Terah's family line. We're getting even more specific.
Yes, zooming in on the immediate generation, Terah's sons, Abram, Nahor, and Haran.
And it mentions Haran's son, Lot. He becomes important later, doesn't he?
He certainly does. And that there's a really poignant detail about Haran himself.
Oh, yeah.
It says he died in Ur of the Chaldeans in the land of his birth. But the striking part is, this happened while his father Terah was still alive.
Huh. That feels out of order somehow. Sad.
It does stand out. Then we get the marriages. Abram married Sarai, and Nahor married Milcah.
And Milcah was Haran's daughter, right? So Nahor married his niece.
Correct. The text makes that connection clear. It also mentions another daughter of Haran, Iscah, giving us more family detail.
And then a really crucial piece of information about Sarai.
Yes, a key detail for everything that follows. Now, Sarai was childless because she was not able to conceive.
That's stated so plainly, but it hangs in the air, doesn't it? Knowing what comes later sets up major tension.
Absolutely. It's fundamental. So, with the family structure sort of laid out, we see the move.
Right. The journey begins. Terah takes Abram, his grandson Lot, and Sarai.
Abram's wife.
Right, Abram's wife. And they set out together from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to Canaan, a specific destination in mind.
Canaan. But they don't quite make it. Not initially.
No, they reach Haran, and the text says they settled there. Like, that became the new base, at least for a while.
It did. Haran becomes this significant stopping point.
Yeah.
And it's where Terah's story concludes.
Yeah, it says he lived 205 years total and died in Haran. The journey continued for the others, but not for him.
A generational marker in their migration?
It's such a shift, isn't it? From Babel, this huge world-altering event about language and scattering down to the intimate details of one family. Who married whom, who died where, who couldn't have children.
The macro and the micro.
Yeah. It shows how these grand narratives are built on and carried by these very personal, specific family stories and struggles.
Precisely. These ancient details aren't just trivia. They really form the bedrock. They help us understand the human element within these larger themes of ambition, divine plans, and the start of these incredibly significant journeys. It all starts here, with this family.
So wrapping up our deep dive today, we've seen the dramatic scattering at Babel, which really shaped our world's languages, and then this incredibly careful tracing of a family line right down to Abram's family setting out from Ur.
Yeah, two narratives working together. One explaining diversity and dispersion, the other focusing lineage and purpose, setting the stage for future promises and journeys.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Here's something maybe to chew on. How much of who we are, collectively and individually, is tied up in language, yes, but also in the specific paths our ancestors walked. The long, sometimes winding, sometimes interrupted journeys. What lessons about unity, about purpose, maybe even about dealing with setbacks like Sarai's barrenness or stopping short in Haran, can we still pull from these very old stories today?
That's a great question to ponder. These foundational texts continue to resonate.